Okay, traders, welcome back to Cryptoducator for a quick little update on Bitcoin and Ethereum, the only market movers that are relevant as of now. And most of the market is going to follow whatever Ethereum and Bitcoin are doing, guys. And well, guess what? Yesterday I got vaccinated, so I am feeling like shit. It's just holy crap, man. Okay, it's ugly. I guess it's ugly. I don't know how it's supposed to be reacting to a lot of us, but well, it seems like the reaction coming to me is not that great. So, guys, I'm gonna be just slipping and sliding through this video. First off, we have Bitcoin right here, and guys, I just want to make this video real quick at this point of the day because this is not strength. This is not strength. If we want to look at that clear breakout happening yesterday itself, guys, we want to just simply continue our trend like that. And to be honest with you, this is distributing back again from these levels, and the RSI on the hourly time frame is not looking strengthful back again. So which means further consolidation, guys, further consolidation. And well, not exactly a range breakout. I don't think that we're going to be breaking the range out, but guys, there's one more thing. There's now yesterday's video was uber bullish, and most of the people in the market are, well, including me, are positioned in a long direction, like positioned like if the market is going to go to the upside, it's going to be better for the lot of us. But guys, it looks to me like we got to have a little contrarian perspective going on right here. And in the context of this entire price action, this is a bear flag, right? This is a bear flag. Now, why am I talking about a bear flag, guys? If I simply revert the chart right here, yes, this is so far looking like a bear pennant, and it could potentially have a continuation move to the downside. Now, this is an inverted chart, which is why this is looking at a continuation move to the upside. But guys, you know the deal right here, and this one is pointing exactly towards the $25,000 levels. Now that could happen if you start rolling below this support right here. Guys, I was talking about how your risk can be perfectly managed right here onto these levels, and Bitcoin was starting to trend onto these levels right here. But now the only problem right here is, guys, now okay, this is there's absolutely nothing wrong with the price action as of now. It's completely fine. But in the small time frames, just trying to figure out the patterns, the overall patterns, guys. Check this out. Okay, the gigantic distribution pattern which happened up. Oh, all right, you know what I'll do? I just simply squeeze in to the time frame starting from the 4 hour itself. Check this pattern out right here, guys. What is it? This is called freaking this called a freaking distribution of top, guys. And this entire area is a huge, massive, humongous distribution which happened right in the previous month, and you saw the result right here at the downside. Now if we just simply jump onto the small time frames, like let's just start with the hourly itself. What did you see right here and right here, guys? Yet another distribution pattern coming in from the top onto these levels right here, right? And something like this happened right here as well. So just a little eye opener, and just a little how do I say, just a little warning to you if you're overexposed in the markets already. Because guys, look, it's the best to be in a spot position or just a spot exposure until we are completely confirming this upside move to the to the deeper $40,000 levels, or maybe even to $50,000 levels as well. Until that happens, yes, you're going to be treating these micro patterns as your potential continuation, guys. Yet another one right here, distributing, just going down, shattering a lot of dreams, guys. All the tops are like that. All the tops on Bitcoin are like that, distributing, going down, distributing, going down. Now, why do I talk about this pattern right on these levels, guys? This is pretty much clear in the 10-minute time frame. Now, I'm getting deep into the price action. I'm giving you all the analysis and the insights and the things that you have to be vigilant about in these markets, guys. These things are called pattern analysis, and these things are, well, if these things are generally repeating in the markets, you got to pay attention to them. To be honest with you, right now, this is happening back again right here. I mean, look, you could certainly break down below to some key levels, but guys, would that be nice? I don't think so. I mean, in the small time frames, that would not be nice. I'm certainly not trading 10-minute time frames, guys. I'm not trading that. I'm looking for a swing position coming off of these, not these lows, but I'm looking at a swing position coming off of these lows right here, which is why all the risk is going to be managed right here. I do feel that if we come below back again and negate these price points, guys, that's going to be a free fall back again, at least on these price points and these price points. But until then, well, to be honest with you, this is looking fine as of now. This is looking completely fine as of now. But guys, I can't deny the similarity of this pattern formulating right here. A distribution freaking pattern happening off the tops out of this leg to the upside. Uh, Not exactly the picture that I want to see. Now, I don't know where the price action would be at after this video gets uploaded, but if you take down this low again, let's say on an hourly closing basis, if you go below $36,500 levels on an hourly closing basis, guys, most like the cascading effect to the downside all the way until some golden pocket out of this entire wave up will start happening on the small time frame itself. Now, pretty much a lot of small time frame analysis right here in this video, because guys, we are aiming for this breakout onto these levels right here. Let me just pinpoint out that one as well with a little rounded ellipse for you guys. We are looking at a potential breakout somewhere alongside this trend right here, right? Now, if you do want to have that breakout going, if you do want to have that momentum in the market going to the upside, you want to break this with clarity, with, let's just say, with less confusion in the market. Now, this price action is distributing again, and this is why I'm bringing the attention back again to you. That if we start rolling down again, that would not be a good news. That would not be a good news in the small time frames, and then you can decide what happens next. But if you're overexposed, this is a reminder to cut that greed back again, right? Back again. All right. Now, just take a note of this level right here. If you break below this one, you're gonna come back to the 600 retracement. 600 retracement, standing in at 35. 598 $35,600 to be honest with you. Not to be honest with you, that's the exact technical point right here. All right, now next up, real quick, we have Ethereum, which is looking a little better than Bitcoin, to be honest with you guys. Now, 1 hour time frame on Ethereum is a little aggressive to the downside, signaling that the altcoin markets do have a little more strength than the Bitcoin's price action itself. But guys, here comes the only problem right here is if Bitcoin breaks below 35,000, 33, and even goes to 30,000, guys, most of the freaking altcoins are going to react like shit. Like, isn't that happen? Something like that always happen, and then you'd be trapping a lot of, I don't know, a lot of traders to the downside and the upside, and chop around the range with Bitcoin itself. So we essentially don't want Bitcoin to break down. It can range for a while. It can range all the way until $40,000 to the upside and $35,000 to the downside as well. Until that is happening on Bitcoin, most of the altcoins are going to have this sort of structure, guys. You can simply open the charts for yourself. You can look at Chainlink. You can look at Solana from the previous video itself. Most of the price action structure is looking like that, a little aggressively slanted the upside, hovering out of the trending symbol on the hourly itself, signaling a little strength in the altcoins more than Bitcoin itself. Now, why is it happening? ETH against BTC is shining, I guess. I mean, this is the only reason why this could happen right now. Yep, very aggressive, very aggressive, and the structure is looking completely different, guys. Now, this is a completely different story altogether right here. ETH BTC determining most of the altcoins against BTC pair right here is looking completely different from Bitcoin's price action. A complete bifurcation in the market. Now, if I were to make an educated guess right here, guys, we could be in a wedge right here, which is rising to the upside, right? And this is a little pit stop right here, which you're facing. Maybe we could consolidate right here, but any dip below could be a buying opportunity on ETH BTC, right? You can long this one with Bitcoin itself if you want to go ahead with some altcoin trading. But guys, this is strength right here on the hourly time frame. This candle, once you break below this one, holy crap, Ethereum will start looking bleak, right? Now, this is the, let's just say, a big area of risk management for Ethereum itself. You could come back down all the way towards this trend line and work your way around this price level on the support itself. But if you break below this trend right here, guys, that would not be a good news for ETH USD pair itself. Until then, the trend is completely fine. The trend right now is completely fine. Even the distribution pattern, the small time frame which is going on Bitcoin itself, is not breaking down right now. But this video right here was just to open your eyes. And if you are just heavily exposing the market back again with a lot of shit tons of leverage, no, that's not going to work out. That's not going to work out. Have a plan, and have a restricted plan for that matter. Just don't overexpose yourself in the market. Be on the safer side, as these retracements are kind of not that strengthful, to be honest with you. ETH against USDT real quick. Let's just get back into the price action and see for ourselves in the 4-hour time frame what's going on there as well. The 21, the price action can't really comment anything. And as far as the price action is rolling something like this, guys, any candle which gets formulated right here is going to be fine, as far as we're going to be above the 21 symbol itself, and we could roll our way all the way towards these price points where the real test is at. The $2,900 levels per Ethereum is your key level of interest. But guys, if you've missed out on this one right here, just wait for this level to be taken down. Once you go above this price point right here, yes, you could have a lot of shaky behavior, but guys, that would ultimately automatically mean that you are taken below these highs, these lower highs, these significantly lower highs from these price points, right? And then you can start trending with confidence to the upside. Now that is exactly what you want to see in Ethereum itself. And until then, yes, you're going to be in a big fat ass squeezy situation right here. Right now, yeah, a lot of squeeze going on right here. All right, guys. Now let's check out some of the other assets as well. Let's jump onto EOS for that matter. EOS USDT. What the hell is this one doing? And why am I charting this one? I don't know, but it looks like fun right here. Curling up piece of price action on the 4-hour time frame, looking good as of now. I mean, you could simply just argue about the fact that this was your recent low right here. Once you start taking below this one, yes, you would start dripping to the downside. Until then, guys, I really like this rolling over piece of price action on any asset for that matter. I mean, these things, they do eventually play out, ultimately testing the highs previously, the previously put highs, right? Now, EOS is, well, EOS base is previous high right here, the 7.4 levels, and once you start taking this one to the upside, yes, your party will be on, and your, well, let's just say next significant retest would be somewhere alongside the $10 levels back again on EOS. Won't that be interesting, guys? There's an entire DeFi ecosystem working on EOS, although I'm not a fan of this price action. I just don't like this piece of price action right here. This is ugly. This is a fat, gigantic, ugly rejection coming from $15 right here, coming back all the way towards 3. Not good, not good, not good. The macro not good for yours. The 4-hour time frame looks like it wants to curl up with Bitcoin itself. So watch for Bitcoin being strengthful so that EOS can start picking up alongside the 21 simple itself and slowly roll to the upside. Right now, guys, the laggard, the bastard of all the shit coins, guys. LTZ against USDT right here. The slow fucked out right here for you guys. What is this one doing again? Something like that again on Bitcoin itself. I mean, guys, similar piece of price action on Bitcoin happening again. A little aggressive on Litecoin because the Litecoin the Litecoin BTC pair could be looking nice. This is why you have a little bit of aggressive piece of price action happening, and you did test this one out right here, guys. Now, what could be the good play, guys? If you just want to look at this technically and just don't have any bias for that matter for this chart, right? This is a bearish pennant back again. This is a bearish pennant. Rejection. And where are your downside targets going to be for this entire price action? All the way towards these levels at $100 per Litecoin. Until you take out this level right here, yes, I would be looking at $100 levels to coming to fruition pretty soon for Litecoin. Now, how would I be playing this trade? Now, for full disclosure, no, I'm not going in for this trade. But if you do have a relevancy factor coming in at this high right here, guys, you do want to take your trade, something like that. Well, you could extend this all the way until these price points right here, so that your highs, they don't get negated after any wick sort of price action. If it wicks all the way towards these levels, I don't think it'll go above this price point right here. If you really have to continue this bearish trend to the downside, and this is going to be your exact setup for any short position for Litecoin itself. Now, I am completely losing my mind and my voice and my strength, but let's just hope we're going to go through this video, guys. I think analysis for today is quite necessary, as it's the decision day. Tuesday is another decision day, guys. Now, the pretty neat looking setup here for Litecoin itself. Once you take out this high right here, guys, this setup would, let's be honest, I mean, look, this could get, all right, did I put a long position right here? Okay, that's why I was like, okay, 0.32 RNR, lol. Yeah, fine. I mean, yeah, I'm happy giving my money away to the market, right, without any reason. This is the trade. This is the short position trade that you could be looking at for Mr. LTC under these levels, trying to break down, right? All right, guys. Now, if you start taking this high right here, then yes, your trade would be inverted, and most likely you'll be testing these price points in the first and foremost past right here on these levels, right? $226 levels to the upside. All right, guys. Now, pretty clear with LTC as well. What do we have next? XRP against USDT. XRP looking like shit, but okay. Quite interesting right here. Now, LTC, somewhere alongside these price points, XRP breaking this one to the upside. This is this is quite interesting, to be honest with you. I mean, this is interesting. Do we have a take profit target hit on this entire range? No, not yet, but this is trend in the motion right here. Most likely this is going to trend with Ethereum, and most likely XRP against BTC is looking real nice, which is why this one was able to pull itself out of dust and dirt, and it's still trending to the upside with this bullish engulfing confidence inducing candle right here looking good. XRP looking way better than than Mr. Litecoin itself. Now, guys, if I really want to fractalize the price action situation on XRP, guys, just check it out. I mean, look, I would just circle it out for you guys so that you can pinpoint the price action behavior happening on XRP for yourself. Now, certainly this one being of a humongous magnitude, but just check this out. I mean, exactly similar. These circles right here exactly fucking similar, right? Kind of like, I mean, just replicating the price action pattern again and again and again. So right here, what do I see, guys? If you just keep on trending above this high right here, yes, your targets towards $1.25 levels of XRP is going to be coming into fruition to itself. Until then, yes, you could be hovering onto these levels with the moving average, and if you break below this level right here, you could be looking at a back test of the 80 cents on XRP back again. Alright, guys, the hiccups have started coming, and I'm gonna be closing this video right here. I will catch you all in the next video pretty soon. Bye for now.